Hi, we're going to make a bird feeder today using some following ingredients. You're going to need some sunflower hearts, some breadcrumbs, some mixed bird seed, some dried fruit, and some chopped peanuts. In addition to this, binding it all together, you're going to bind it together with some lard or suet. You're also going to need the following tools: a mixing bowl, a spoon and a spatula or 2 spoons, some scissors, some paper cups, these work best and it will become apparent later on, and some string or twine to thread through the cups. So now let's get on with making the bird feeders. Okay, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take one of our cups, we'll take some scissors, and then we're going to very carefully pierce a hole in the bottom of the cup, like so. Now you may need some adult supervision with this. Okay, gently pierce it so you just make a small hole. Then we're going to take our piece of string that we've already tied a simple knot into at the end, and then with the loop end we're going to push the loop end through the bottom of the cup. Then we're going to lift the cup up and then pull the loop from the inside. Keep going until the knot sits underneath the bottom of the cup. You might need to move your fingers, that's it. Okay, then we're going to do that for the remaining cups that we have. Okay, what we're going to do now is taking our ingredients, we'll lay them out on the table, and then what we're going to do is we're going to take our lard, which we've had melted by his mum, and we're going to pour that very gently into the mixing bowl. I'm going to pour it all in, and then you may be left with some at the end. If you do, just pour that in as well. Okay, and then put the jug to the side. Then we're going to put in our breadcrumbs. Feed it in. All the way in. Okay, then we're going to mix our sunflower hearts. That's enough. Our bird seed. We don't probably need all of the bird seed, a little bit more. Yep. Then we're going to put our mixed fruit in. And then we're going to put in our mixed dried peanuts that have been chopped up. Then we're going to get a spoon and a spatula and just mix it all up together. Nice and gently mixing it up together. We're going to mix that until we get quite a sticky paste. Now you may find that it's easier to drop the spatula on the side and hold on to the bowl and stir. Keep stirring that until we get a nice mixture. Okay, once you've got a sticky gooey paste like Theo's showing you there, stop Theo. Okay, what we need to do then is decamp that into the cups that you're going to use for the bird feeding. Now it's important to keep the string out of the way. Just tuck it to one side and then fill in the piece, the cup. This can get quite tricky. Okay, keep continuing to fill your cups up until you've used all your mixture, and then once you've used your mixture you're ready for the final stage. Okay, once you've filled all your cups up, take the spoon and just gently push down as far as possible the mixture. Just push it down nice and flat, in other words just tamping it down. Do that for the remaining 5. And try and get as much off the edges as you can, as you don't want to be getting all this over you when you're transporting it to your garden. Okay, once you've done putting the mixture into each of the cups, tamping it down as much as you can. It's just now need to leave the lard mixture to go back hard, to go to its original consistency, and let the birds enjoy the new feeds. The reason we've put them into paper cups is because once you transport them into the garden, you can then simply rip the paper away and you're left with a cylindrical shape bird feeder.
This is one that we prepared earlier.
Okay, so what we've done then is we've already cut down the edge of this cup, and then we can just rip through, and this is what you're left with a string with a knot holding at the bottom, and then we're ready to go and put that onto our feeder. So here's one that we've already had in the garden. We put this out yesterday, and it seems that the birds have already eaten all of the food from this one. So all it needs now is take off the old one and replace it with a new one.
Hope you liked our video. Join us in the next one where we'll be making a reflection pond. Thumbs up if you liked it.
And if you didn't like it, thumbs down, and comment in the comment section below why you didn't like it. Bye!